والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد. Today, inshallah, we are going to explain lesson 3D. We are going to give the meaning of some new words and read the text and answer some questions and make a comparison between the past and the present simple tenses. Okay, now let's listen to the new vocab. Listen.
3D, a great time. 1. Vocabulary. A. Listen and repeat. Which one is your favorite? Ferris wheel. Water slides. Bumper cars. Roller coaster. Games with prizes.
Okay, now let's explain how to use in plus a year. Okay, we put in front of a year when we talk about a certain year in the past or even in the future. Okay, for example, in the past I can say I lived in London in 2005. Okay, but how do we pronounce years? We pronounce it two numbers by two. بننطق السنوات رقمين. Okay, like this: 1996. We say 1996. But if this number preceded by, let's say if this number consists of 2000, like this, 2010, you can say 2010. And you can say two, for example, 2020 or 2020. Okay, now listen to these years.
B. Look at the box and read the years A to E aloud. Then listen and check your answers. A. 1855. B. 2020. 2020. C. 1963. D. 2007. E. 1999.
Okay, now look at these texts and listen to this.
2. Read. A. Listen and read. Did Jamie, Elsie and Kyle like the fun fairs?
What did you enjoy?
My mates and I are fans of all sports. But last Friday we decided to try something different. We went to a fun fair in the town centre. We don't usually like fun fairs because, well, you know, they're for kids. But this one was really good. It had lots of good rides and a fantastic water slide. Don't miss it. Jamie Halliday, High Wycombe.
I go on all the rides at a fun fair, but my favourite is the roller coaster. The fun fair came to our town in 1998, but it didn't have a roller coaster, so it wasn't very good. They built the roller coaster in 2000, and now I go there 3 or 4 times a year. It's something else. The whole fun fair is good fun, but the roller coaster is the best. Kyle Smith, Woodham.
I don't usually go to fun fairs, but my brother bought tickets for us as a surprise. I loved it. It was full of people, and I had so much fun. Some of the rides were amazing. My brother told me he didn't like it very much, but I didn't want to leave. In fact, I found out it's half price on Thursdays, so I want to go again next week. Elsie Tanner, Weybridge.
Now, who liked the fun fair? Elsie, Kyle, or Jamie? Let's answer these. I think that all of them like the fun fair, but now I want you to complete these sentences. Who wants to visit the fun fair again? LD. طيب, who were surprised that they enjoyed the fun fair? Jamie and Elsie. Who thinks fun fairs are for young children? Jamie. Who went with someone who didn't have fun? Elsie. Who likes one of the rides? Kyle. Who didn't need to buy tickets for the fun fair? Elsie. Her brother bought them. Who went to the fun fair before it had his or her favorite ride? Kyle. Now, let's go to this part. Who can tell me the past of these verbs? Come, the past is came, build, built, tell, told, buy, bought. Okay, now let's explain the difference between the past simple tense and the present simple tense. We studied both. We studied the past simple here in this unit, and we studied the present simple in the previous term and in the first unit too. Now, Jack usually goes to the skate park on Thursdays, but last week he went on Friday. The first sentence is in the present simple and the last sentence is in the past simple. How can we differentiate between them? بنفرق بينهم ازاي؟ خلينا نشوف البرزنتيشن ده. It's a comparison between past simple and present simple. Now, what's the past simple? The past simple is when we use the verb to describe what happened in the past. We use it to describe what happened in the past. What about the present simple? The present simple is used to describe facts, repeated actions, habits, and daily routine. Things that happens all the time. Okay? Now, let's see how we form a verb in the past. To form a verb in the past, if this verb is regular, لو الفعل قياسي, just add ed or d at the end to the end of the verb. Okay? Add ed or d to the end of the verb as we explained before in the previous lesson. Okay? We add ed or d. D if the verb ends with e and ed for other verbs. Okay. Now, I love. I loved. She loved. She loved. It tried. It tried. Here with the verb try, we removed y because it's preceded by a consonant. Okay, like this, tried, and we added I-E-D, tried. Stopped, stopped. Okay, now, what about irregular verbs? Irregular verbs like do, sit, have, get, have a certain. How this? They should be memorized from page 69. They don't have a certain rule. ما عندهمش أي قاعدة ثابتة. We should memorize them. تحفظ الأفعال دي تحفظ. For example, do, did, sit, sat, have, had, get, got. Okay. How we make a negative sentence. How we form the negative in the past simple. For the negative form, we use didn't plus verb 1. We use didn't plus verb 1. That's in the past. Didn't plus verb 1. Okay, just put the base form or the infinitive of verb 1 after didn't. Don't add anything to the verb after didn't. Like this. I didn't play. We didn't play. You didn't play. They didn't play. There is no difference what the subject is. ما فيش فرق الفاعل ايه بالظبط. We use didn't with all subjects. Okay? Now the next part is how to make a question in the past. To make a question in the past, we use the verb did. Okay? We use the verb did. Did plus the subject plus verb 1. So the verb should be in the base form or the infinitive after did. الفعل برضه لازم يبقى في الشكل الأول بدون أي إضافات أو في المصدر بعد الإيه؟ بعد did. Now, look at this. Did you sleep? Did she play? Did it play? Did we play? And so on. And if the question starts with did, the answer should be yes or no. For example, did you play? Yes, I did. Did she play? Yes, she did. Or no. Did you play? No, I didn't. Did she play? No, she didn't. And so on. What about the present simple? The present simple is something else, like these examples. We eat a lot. They watch TV, and so on. Okay? For the present simple, we add s or es to the end of the verb with singular. بنضيف اس أو es لنهاية الفعل مع المفرد. طيب, what about the plural? The plural, we don't add anything like the examples below. For the singular like this, he, she eats a lot. So we added s here. He, she watches TV. We added here es. But what about the plural? With the plural and I, we don't add anything. We don't add anything. Okay? Just put the verb as it. Okay? They eat a lot. We watch TV, and so on. Like, what about the negative form? For the negative form, we use doesn't with singular and don't with plural. بنستخدم doesn't مع المفرد و don't مع الجمع, and we put the verb in the first form after it too. Okay? For example, I don't play computer games. Mary doesn't play computer games, and so on. And what about the questions? For the questions, we use does or do. Does with singular and do with plural. Does مع المفرد و do مع الجمع و I. For example, does he like tea? Yes, he does, or no, he doesn't. Do you like tea? Yes, I do, or no, I don't. Now, we should know the keywords or the time expressions for the past and for the present. For the past, we use yesterday. For the past, في الماضي بنستخدم الكلمات دي. Yesterday, last. For example, yesterday morning, yesterday evening, last year, last month, last week, last night, in the past, in plus a year, in the السنة. Like in 2005, or ago preceded by a period, like 2 years ago. 2 years ago. But what about the present simple? For the present, we use other words like every. For example, every year, every month, every week, every night, always, usually, often, sometimes, never, on Friday morning, for example, anything that shows you that this action is repeated. Okay? Now, let's go to your box and answer these questions. Okay. Now, my brother goes or went out with his friends every Thursday. If we have every, so it's in the present, so we choose go. But what about the next example? yesterday, so it's in the past. بما إن في yesterday يبقى ماضي. James bought, not buy, bought a rabbit and took it, of course, because it's past two, to school. Our teacher in the past two wasn't very happy. So we chose bought, took, and wasn't because this sentence or these sentences are in the past. The next exam. Do or did you watch the documentary on TV last night? Last night, في الماضي, in the past too. So we chose did. We chose did here because it's in the past. Okay? Right. The answer is no. So, no, I don't or didn't? No, I didn't. I never in the present, never in the present. So, I never watched documentaries. Alice visited Egypt in 2005. That's in the past too. في الماضي هي كمان. She had a great time. She had a great time. Okay, now let's listen to a text and decide who likes these rights. Okay, listen.
4. Listen. Mark.
Yesterday, I went to the fun fair with my sister Roberta. All the rides were good and we had a great time, but we both liked the last one the best. We were the only people there, so I chose a red car and my sister got in a blue one. We went around for about an hour bumping into each other. In the end, my whole body hurt and I had bruises, but we laughed a lot. It was something else.
Adam.
I'm not really a big fan of fun fairs. But last week my cousin wanted to go to the fun fair in the city centre, so I went with him. There was one ride that my cousin liked a lot. I don't remember the name of the ride. It was something like Space Train or something, but he enjoyed it very much. It went very fast, up and down, and everyone on it screamed the whole time. My cousin went on it again, but I decided not to. No thanks. I was scared. I just sat and watched him.
Fahad.
My brother and I went on a great ride at the fun fair yesterday. Our favourite is usually the roller coaster, but we didn't go on it. There were too many people waiting. The ride was called Splash. It started slowly, but it got faster near the end. Luckily, I didn't get very wet, but my brother did. He didn't mind though. It was a hot day.
So, Mark likes pumpkins and Adam, okay, likes what? Roller coaster. What about Fad? He likes water slide. Now I want you to listen again and answer these questions.
4. Listen. Mark.
Yesterday, I went to the fun fair with my sister Roberta. All the rides were good and we had a great time, but we both liked the last one the best. We were the only people there, so I chose a red car and my sister got in a blue one. We went around for about an hour bumping into each other. In the end, my whole body hurt and I had bruises, but we laughed a lot. It was something else.
Adam.
I'm not really a big fan of fun fairs. But last week my cousin wanted to go to the fun fair in the city centre, so I went with him. There was one ride that my cousin liked a lot. I don't remember the name of the ride. It was something like Space Train or something, but he enjoyed it very much. It went very fast, up and down, and everyone on it screamed the whole time. My cousin went on it again, but I decided not to. No thanks. I was scared. I just sat and watched him.
Fahad.
My brother and I went on a great ride at the fun fair yesterday. Our favourite is usually the roller coaster, but we didn't go on it. There were too many people waiting. The ride was called Splash. It started slowly, but it got faster near the end. Luckily, I didn't get very wet, but my brother did. He didn't mind though. It was a hot day.
Okay, who's Roberta? She's Mark's sister. Did Mark have fun? Yes, he did. Did he enjoy? Did he enjoy the ride? No, he didn't. What did Adam do when his cousin went on the ride again? He sat and watched it. What ride does he usually go on? The roller coaster. What happened to Fat's brother? He got very wet. Okay. You can answer these questions. Do you go to the fun fairs? Do you go to fun fairs? You can say yes, I do, or no, I don't. When do you usually go to fun fairs? I usually go on Saturday or once a week and so on. When did you last go to a fun fair? I went to it last year, last month, and so on. What did you do there? I ride roller coasters and so on. What rides did you go on? I went on roller coaster or bumper cars and so on. Did you like it? Yes, I did, or no, I didn't. Now, thanks for listening and watching this video, and I hope you good luck and I hope you enjoyed my lesson today. Till we meet again, goodbye.